Hi you guys, I hope you're ready for week 2 and I hope things are going well for you on this Monday. I hope that y'all are all ready and you are feeling well. So let me just get started. First of all, I want to clear up something that I did not realize happened. On your math, I had you pulling your lessons out of the big, thick Pearson book. There's actually a smaller book that says, this is not first grade, this is actually third grade, but it says right down here, Daily Teaks Review, and it's gonna have the owl and the robot. This one is a third grade one, but it's this smaller book. That's actually where the lessons are gonna come out of. It's not nearly as much math. Right up here it tells you which lesson you're gonna do. I apologize for that. I did not realize that all those smaller books are what got sent home. So there's not nearly as much math. So you're doing those, or you're doing the 45 minutes of Imagine Math. And for today, you are doing lessons, let me find it, 11-1 and 11-2. So there's that. I sent out a link on your email and it'll look like this. I went ahead and printed stuff out so y'all can see. And as you go through, you can click on anything here. And you can do as much online as you want, as much on paper as you want. But make sure any paper assignments, you take a picture, send it to me once you are finished. For science this week, you are going to do a passage that is on that link. If you'll click in for science, it will give you a link to a science reading passage, and it looks like this. And you don't have to print this out if you don't have a printer, for sure. And it's going to go through this little reading passage. It's not very long, but it does raise some good questions for you to talk to your student about. And then it has some AB multiple choice questions. If you don't want to print this out, all you have to do is write on a piece of paper question number 1 and then give me the answer that you chose. There are 5 questions, and that's what you're doing for science today. If you are doing the technology version, you can go online and log into the STEM Scopes. Your username will be ECISD plus the student's ID number, and then the password is going to be just the student's ID number, and you can fill out that quiz there. I'll get to reading in just a minute. I want to show you some changes that they made for a couple of additional things to do. They sent out a mindfulness lesson, and what it is it's going to teach your students to think about some things that they're grateful for, to work on any kind of anxiety, to help you through this time right now. There's some great ideas on here, and you can take a picture of anything that you do and send that to me. Then they also added an art lesson. It looks like this, and we're going to be doing land art. I'm sorry, that's backwards. basically what you're going to do is you're going to read this story. It's not a story, it's just a little bit about the author Andy Goldsworthy. And then you're going to make land art, which means you're going to go outside. You're going to find the anything on the ground, like sticks, anything in nature. So nothing man-made, but things that you find in nature, like sticks, rocks, grass, anything like that. And you're going to design your own character, any kind of character. And then you're going to take a picture of your land art and send it to me. And you're going to write a couple sentences about your character that you made up. I think that's going to be a really fun activity for our kids. And then for PE, they have sent out this new schedule for PE. On day 1, it says that I can be actively engaged for 60 minutes. So there is the definition for actively engaged. There is a Go Noodle. You can click on here in that email where I sent that to you, and it can tell you how to get logged on to Go Noodle. You'll have to create an account. Or you can do this manipulative card game. You just click on there and you can play that. And then you can always go in your backyard, play a game. You can use that other calendar also for PE. Let's see. So now the last thing we have is our reading and our phonics. So we're starting a new week. So we're going to have a new set of spelling words. So for our spelling pattern this week, it's going to be the long I sound, and we're going to spell it with IGH, and we're going to spell it with Y on the end and IE on the end. And so what you're going to do is you're going to do the sort just like we did last week. Only you're going to have 3 spots to sort it in. I'll do a video with Lindsay here in a little bit to show you that. But all your words with IGH, like, let me see, what's one of them? Sorry, I got my fingers messed up. One of the words is night. So night would go under IGH. And then IE, like pie, PIE. You're going to put in the IE column. And then dry is another example for Y on the end that says I. So that's what you'll do for phonics today. Then for your reading, you are going to go to page 138 in your reading book. And you're going to do the prepare to read. You're going to go over those vocabulary words there, which is storyteller, sly, and boldly. You're going to talk about a drama. A drama is a story that is written to be acted out. So it has a setting. Excuse me. It has a setting. It has a dialogue, and talk to your students about a dialogue is just a speaking. And then it has a narrator, which is the storyteller. And then you're going to read the story, Little Red Riding Hood. And then once you're finished reading Little Red Riding Hood, you're going to help your student write their own drama. They are going to tell you what the characters of Little Red Riding Hood is going to do next. So they can come up with their own little story. And then they're gonna write, so they'll draw it and brainstorm it and figure out how they want it to go right here. Then they're gonna write it out. They're gonna tell you a list of characters, then they're gonna tell you where the setting is, and then they'll write a little bit of dialogue from that drama that they made up. All right, and then I believe that's it. Oh, so don't forget to do iStation for 30 minutes. Also, if you are not doing iStation, I want you to be reading some sort of books for 30 minutes, and then keep a reading log just on a piece of paper, and then at the end of the week you can send me that reading log. I think that's it. Y'all have a good week.